Alright, so to bring a quick update for you, we are at Denny's Friday morning.
The one thing I don't like about you being the cameraman is all the shots of you.
You're just not used to being the one that's actually not behind the camera, so he's got to get used to that. But that's why I kind of wanted to start doing vlogs, just get Kyle out from behind the camera, since he's not behind the camera often enough. But yeah, we're here at Denny's. Kyle's got a water, I've got a coffee.
Waiting for breakfast.
Waiting for breakfast. We'll show you that when it gets here.
Continues the trend of everything being ridiculously overpriced in the city.
You know, it's
Stuff that was like stuff that was like $6 in Wilmington is like $9 here. It's a little crazy.
A little bit, but I mean that's big city for you, I guess. Sleep last night at Kyle's aunt's house, aunt and uncle's house. For me, it was like meh. I think most of it was just the hype relatedness. I think by the time, I don't know, what time did I finally finish up with the shrines and everything?
Probably about 1:30.
1:30. And I don't think I actually fell asleep until 4.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. There's also one point in time in the middle of the night where I thought I heard just like a singular pop. It was like gunshots, and I was like, nah, probably not, and just went back to bed. Also, I didn't die of any other spider bites because I had a spider in my room.
Rip.
And
There's a spider in the shower this morning.
Was there?
Yeah.
Rip.
Don't worry, I put it down the drain.
Right there. No, don't do that. There's an episode of Twilight Zone where someone tried to do that, I think. Or maybe it's not Twilight Zone. I thought it was Twilight Zone. I'm not sure where they like force the spider down the drain of the shower and then it crawls back out. It's a little bit bigger. And then they force it down the drain again. It crawls out. It's a little bit bigger. Force it down again. It gets bigger and bigger until it won't go down the drain anymore. It's this like gigantic spider that's terrorizing it. Yeah.
Well, it went down the drain once and did not come back out.
Well, that's good because gross, nasty. I mean, for all of you that watch our D&D videos, you'll know that Crividor's arachnophobic, but that's entirely based on my own arachnophobia. And so, you know, last night when I was getting ready for bed and there was a spider in my room, I was like, that's pleasant. So, at least there were no other spiders that were, you know, poisonous. And I didn't die of a spider bite overnight, so that's a plus. So, yeah, Friday, kind of...
Gotta get down.
Yeah, gotta get down on Friday. Just waiting for the food, and then we'll head up to the convention and kind of browse around, start getting some of the first panels in. Hotel doesn't open until 4.
Check-in, yeah.
Check-in's not till 4, so it's going to be a little while before we can do a little hotel room tour. But it's going to be a good day. It's going to be a lot to do, a lot to see, a lot of walking. But we'll cover as much as we can, so look forward to it. It's food time. And this is what I've gotten. The All-American Slam, I believe it's called, with the 2 pancakes, hash browns, scrambled eggs, 2 sausage links, and 2 bacon strips. Kyle's going with the $4 value menu, and it's the pancakes, 2 sausage links, and the scrambled eggs. So, looking forward to getting some good game fuel ready to go. Let's get in. Here at last.
Well, we've already been here.
Well, here when it's actually up and running at last. So we're just kind of browsing around for the time being. The merch hall and opening ceremonies isn't until 10, and it is 8:15 right now, so we've got a little bit of time to kill. It's like stupidly cold outside right now, which is unfortunate.
It's not back here.
Yeah, in here, in the rotunda, it's okay, but, you know, for the most part, you get out in the straight open areas and it's just, you know, freezing cold. So yeah, we'll see a lot of cosplays today, hopefully. Get some of that on camera. And hopefully be able to show you a couple of the special guests today. I had mentioned Samurai Dan a little while ago. He's really great. We'll hopefully see him, maybe a few others, or just visit a couple panels. We'll see. Not sure how much of that I'll be able to keep in terms of the footage, because I don't know if there's going to be, you know, some inappropriate content. So we'll have to kind of, you know, pick and choose. Maybe just get some still shots. Get some still shots of him, just, you know, swing the sword around, that kind of stuff. So we'll see what we get. So yeah, now it's just a waiting game. All right, we are finally in opening ceremonies. A lot of seating. It's great. It's wonderful. They're really stepping up their game. This is 20th anniversary. I don't think I was able to mention that quite clearly earlier. The big 20th anniversary. So expecting a big turnout, a lot of people. They're really probably pulling out all of the stops here. Looking forward to it a lot. I don't know. Do you think there's going to be anything special, Kyle, for the 20th anniversary?
Everything is always special here.
That's true. The one thing that did shock us, though, is they're not doing closing ceremonies this year.
No, actually they are.
Oh, they are?
They got added to the online schedule.
Okay. So there are, on the original schedule, there were no closing ceremonies, but I guess now they are going to have some. So yeah, we'll get that on video as well. I'll get as much of this as I can, though. Battery's running a little low, so we'll see how that plays out. So yeah, very pretty place.
It's one that a lot of, not convention, but anime convention can't say they can do. Back in 1998, it was started as a anime club, which became a convention of 114 staff, which I can say I was part of, and 1,200 fans. We've come a long way from 1,200. The inaugural Anime Central was held at the Holiday Inn here in Hyatt, or O'Hare, I should say. 20 years ago, we had things like Cowboy Bebop and Trigun were just released. I mean, just brand new. And I'm sure we've all heard of the little shows. Trigun, Cowboy Bebop, which Cowboy Bebop. They were just releasing the anime format, and it was just amazing. And then back in the day, like I said, we started an anime club. There weren't DVDs back then. There wasn't mainstream internet. So getting your hands on Japanese stuff like that was a task. That's what we're here for. We're not fans. We're family. Anime, we're family. Most people at that time really didn't understand what anime was. And it was conventions like Anime Central who helped it bring people who did understand it, had that fandom, had that love together. And we've been doing it now for 20 years and getting bigger and bigger, which doesn't necessarily mean that more people should come to our convention, but more people are just thriving and loving anime, which is phenomenal. So again, awesome for that. We've moved around, but for 18 years, this location has been our home. The hotels, every hotels, the safety teams around Rosemont, the local establishments have embraced not just us, but you guys. And do stuff for us, and they love us, and we love them back for it. So if you ever have a chance when you're crossing the street and you happen to see the traffic guards out there, police officers, just thank them for doing this. Sometimes they look at us a little weird. Cosplay, we understand. But you know what? They love it. Every year, we come here for our meetings, and we'll see somebody in a restaurant go, "Oh, you guys are back." That time of year again. Which is amazing because they remember us. Not just us, they remember you guys. Anime Central is your convention. And thank you. It's not ours, it's not Ione's. Well, we put it on, it's yours, it's for you. So this weekend, do everything you can to enjoy yourselves. See all these panels you can. The New World concert on Sunday with Final Fantasy concert. You might want to see that. I'm sure there's going to be some individuals here who might be going to Hardcore Synergy or the Cell Bubble. There's a lot of fantastic things going on. The guest panels, everything. Try to soak up as much as possible because you know what? You're going to make memories for a lifetime here, guys. So on behalf of, again, the Anime Central staff, team, and everyone, welcome to Anime Central. Thank you.
So, yeah, that was opening ceremonies done. It ran a little long. There was a lot of talking. Gendo,
45 minutes long.
45 minutes long. Gendo always has the bad habit of talking a little bit too long, but things always go wrong. So we are currently heading back towards the dealer's room. We found that Samurai Dan is going to be doing not really a panel, more of an exhibition, so to speak. We're going to be doing some, fancy swordsmanship stuff. Just outside. So we're looking forward to that. So yeah, sorry I didn't get a whole lot, but like I said, it was just talking, and that doesn't make for good vlog content, so we're gonna go find something that is good vlog content. So you can see he's got the comparison art next to him, and he's just slowly writing in the chalk. He'll be at this all weekend. Some really good work that he does. Welcome to the dealer room, where all things anime are here. Up front, we have a lot of the vendor-based items. A lot of the, different anime companies can find their stuff. Sentai, Aniplex, I believe Crunchyroll's up here. Let's see what else. Quest. Yeah, there's a few up here, but a lot of the stuff that the people come to see is the stuff that's in the back. So we'll do kind of just a brief kind of gander through some of these things, and we'll hopefully catch a few of the cosplays along the way. Road right here. Hopefully find some good card stuff. This is the back area I was talking about. This is more where the regular vendors are at. You find all kinds. Artwork, cosplay, props, plushies, small action figures, all that kind of good stuff. big hall, a lot to see, a lot to do. Anything piquing your interest?
I don't know. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let us know.
So we got to almost the back. We're heading to the next panel. There's a lot here. I wasn't able to show it all off. We'll definitely come back though, because seriously, there's almost too much to cover here. It's like you get partway through and you think you're almost to the end. Like you walk maybe a third of the way through and you're like, oh, we're almost to the end, right? No, like you just keep going. It's just more and more shelves. Like it's just endless piles of just stuff, merch, all sorts of goodies. There's a lot of stuff that we saw that was looking really good. Unfortunately, some of it's out of our price range. Kyle was looking at some Log Horizon stuff. No. He was looking at it, not buying any of it, crying mostly. I was looking around at some of the swords. There's nothing that's really looking great right now. I did see some bracers, which I really like, if I was ever to put together a Cribbiter cosplay. Just all sorts of crazy stuff, posters, little trinkets, doodads. It's insane. We'll try and get some more coverage. But yeah, right now we're heading to Samurai Dan, and that is sure to be wonderful. I'll catch a little bit of it, but obviously for safety's sake, I'm not really allowed to record a whole lot. So we'll just show you what he looks like, some of his humor, and that should probably be about it. So yeah, as we hastily make our retreat out of the dealer rooms, last merch hall, whatever you want to call it, we are going to keep moving forward. So we are currently on one of the sky bridges, the main sky bridge that connects the different hotels, and there is the quote-unquote castle right there, and I love this convention. So we just left the expo hall, it's back that way, and we're going to be heading down this long sky bridge to get all the way back to the main Hyatt. I'll let you see a couple cosplays that are walking by. We got a midnight here.
Yes.
Sisters.
Stopping for a boat shoot.
I'm in your way out. My fault that it does now.
Pigeons!
Then with the Hyatt. So right over there are the food trucks. Food trucks were a first-time show up last year.
It was a beautiful sunny day at ACEN, and have a good day. Thank you.
So yeah, food trucks later today. We're looking forward to that. Fingers crossed on the poutine. There was a Canada food truck last year. I'm hoping it shows up again this year. Everyone, feel free to pause these videos because obviously we are on a bit of a time crunch, so I don't have time to stop and look at all of the cosplays. Also, let us know down in the comments below if there was a cosplay you saw that was your favorite. There's going to be, like I said, all sorts. Anime, gaming, movies, TV. It's a pretty good mix here. going. We've plotted this out before. We've gone to see Samurai Dan before. He's actually, last year he was in this exact same hall. I wonder if it's open or if we have to wait. Oh, here he is, the one and only Samurai Dan.
I saw the movie. I didn't see the movie, and I'm okay with that. But I'm behind enough in popular culture things that I'm just discovering things after they become uncool.
That, folks, is Samurai Dan.
And the good thing is being a child that grew up during the 80s, most of my music is still cool. And some of the clothing, since everything kind of runs in cycles.
Right behind him there is his son.
Cool! I'm wearing my gym clothes from my senior year.
I do not see Lady Jillian.
In style again. I'm just too cheap to replace them. Shut up, Bridget. I don't wear them at the dojo. Actually, I have. And we listen to Billy Squire and drink big water.
There's Lady Jillian.
I only have one of those events this weekend, and it's at 10. It's funny, they gave me the Samurai Dan I'm So Dumb comedy event like 3 years ago, and it traumatized enough people that haven't had it since. Because I didn't realize that Conchair walked into my panel. And it was when our panel, some were downstairs. And so we had a room that seated 250, and I know that because IRT was having a mild panic attack, and we squeezed in more people than the fire marshal allowed. So we had people sitting in the middle and in the back, and this guy came in wearing a suit. He stood in the back like this, and I'm telling the most embarrassing, horrific stories about me learning about anime and not knowing anything, finding out by walking into a hentai video room what hentai was. And then confusing it with Natalia. Well, they started with the same letter, right? And I know nothing about anime, but I'm friends with most of the voice actors. And Jamie Markey's a good friend of mine. She's in Pantheon Stockton, and she's a writer for Natalia. And I was wandering around the convention in the middle of the night, off leash, because nobody was paying attention to me. And I'm walking by video room, and the girl running the projector's like, "Hey, Samurai Dan!" I'm like, "Oh, cool, I'm popular. What are you guys watching?" Stepped in, turned and looked, and oh my lord. There were 8 samurai, an overly endowed young lady, and a giant squid. I'm like, what in the world? And they're like, shh. Like, that's it's inappropriate. And they're like, shh, you're ruining the plot. And I'm like, what? And I looked, and there was a young lady who had been in my self-defense panel earlier in the day. And you know, you're never supposed to judge people for the choices they make, and it's free. You can go for whatever you want. But you ever get panicked, and so you just say stupid things because you're nervous and uncomfortable, you know, like your first date? And there's just things you can't not say. I'm like, I can't believe you're in this. We were just working on No Means No. What would your mother think? And the lady sitting next to her went, hey, shut up, I am her mother. I'm like, what are you watching? And the whole all dozen people in the room like, it's hentai. And I'm like, And I walked out, and it's 1:30 in the morning, but if you're like me, I assume if I'm up, whoever I'm texting is up too. So it's 1:30 in the morning, and I'm texting Jamie Markey, going, I am so disappointed in you, I can't believe you write this stuff. And so my phone blew up. You ever had a friend get mad at you, and when they get really angry, not only do they text in all caps, they do one word, send, one word, send, one word. So my phone blows up. It's only one sentence. They're like, what are you freaking talking about? Like, I just walked out of one of your, they're showing one of your films, and there is a woman being attacked by 8 samurai and a giant squid. She texts back with me, that's hentai. I'm like, I know, you write that. And the next text said, you idiot. I write Hetalia. For those of you who don't know, Hetalia is the anime where each country is represented by a single person. I mean, J. Michael Tatum is a good friend of East France and so. And I got them confused because I know nothing about anime and they both start with an H. And that's enough. And the next thing I know, my phone rings and it's my wife. going, what did you just do to Jamie Markey? And I'm like, why? Because she texted Jill and said, what is Dan doing out without a leash? And so since that time, we've been assigned helpers that go everywhere with me. A foot long, within 12 inches, and that's cutting edge. So any Japanese blade that was one shaku or less was considered tanto, a dagger. They came in all different shapes and sizes. This one, the cutting edge on this, is about 11 3/4 inches, 11.75, so it just barely fits into the tanto category. And to be honest with you, this was not a knife that the samurai would carry on the battlefield, because it's actually too long. If you look at pictures, the samurai warriors had the metal armor, they had the do, which was the chest plate, and it was tied off with the obi. They carried the naginata, the pole arm, or a yari, the spear, and then
All right, so we're here at 10:06. This is home sweet home. I had to recharge the battery real quick because had a slight malfunction while we were watching Samurai Dan. But we are here at the hotel now. We have checked in. 10:06. I'll give you a quick tour. I'm not sure how long the battery's going to last here. So we'll start, I guess, with the bathroom right here. It's kind of interesting. It's got a sliding door. Frosted glass, really nice. This place is really, really fancy compared to the hotel that we were in last year. We've got this really nice bowl sink, and this is that is the handle right there. We've got the sitting bench over here for getting yourself ready with some towels, which is kind of interesting, a little bit of artwork. And then over here in the corner, we've got the toilet, and then right here we have the, I believe it's the rainfall shower. Let's see if I can. There you go. So yeah, it's literally just open shower like that. Pretty crazy. I'm sure that's probably going to come over great on the recording. So we got some shelving right there. It's a little dark in here. There we go. That helped a little bit. So yeah, we got a little bit of shelving there. We got the workstation over here. I've currently got some of my stuff set up since I'm moving a lot of the videos over right now. And then we've got the two beds. Kyle will be taking that one. I will be taking this one right here. You know, LCD TV. Okay, whatever. It's, you know, LCD TV. I believe these are like bears or something, but considering the con, I'm going to go with a bunch of Pikachus because, gosh darn it, they almost look like Pikachus. And kind of like a pull-out couch thing here. Not really sure what's going on there. And just off in the distance there, you can see the, I believe it's the airport. Indeed, it is. And we've got the parking garage right over there. So not the best view in the world, but hey, it's home, and it's, I mean, it's pretty fancy for what it is. I mean, some of the artwork's really, really nice. And I mean, the bathroom was what really got us. It was just like, holy cow, sliding frosted window and the, you know, everything. It's just really fancy. We don't get it. So anyways, I'm by myself right now. Kyle went to, I believe it was the Fire Emblem, and he's going to murder me for this later. So Kyle, I'm so sorry. I don't know the precise name for it, but it's the Fire Emblem photo shoot that they're going to be doing. They have all sorts of different cosplay photo shoots, and he's going to that one. I abstained from it just because I haven't ever played Fire Emblem, so I don't really have any personal desire to go. So I'm going to be probably heading back to the deal room. If this battery holds out, I'll get a little bit more footage of that and the chalk drawing because more progress will have been done. And then maybe go watch some anime screenings, and then he and I are going to hit up a little thing called Anime Hell, which is basically they pulled together a bunch of videos of really cringeworthy, just bad animes and other strange, bizarre Japanese film pieces from television and commercials and all that. And that's going to be fun. That'll go late into the night, hopefully. Don't think I'm going to be able to record any of that because there's some pretty inappropriate stuff for copyright's sake and all that. I probably shouldn't put that up. But yeah, a lot to do. I know I wasn't able to get everything filmed. Again, I'm sorry the battery died. Definitely going to have to get that charged more frequently. But we're here. It's home sweet home, and things are really kicking off now. So looking forward to a lot more. See you soon, guys. All right, it's going to be Anime Frenzy here. We're going to get a little bit of everything, hopefully. Got a lot more of the character work done this time. It's looking really good. That was just a beeline straight to the back. If I was to weave through all of this, it would take quite a while. There's a lot to see here. So we're just going to kind of browse. Video game merch. That's a nostalgia trip and a half. All of the manga you could ever, my apologies, anime. The day's wearing on, folks. I am very tired. Day 2 is upon us.
Must be so happy.
I know I said I was hoping to get some photo shoot video of the Ruby stuff, but I didn't, so we just got some still shots for you. We'll just pan through a couple of those.